I'm Youngsong Martin, and I'm 60 years old. And I was born in 1958 in Wonju, South Korea. I came to United States in summer of 1979. I was young and brave because I didn't speak any English. I thought I did. That's the difference. I thought I was very well-spoken, but I wasn't. When the minute that I come here and I realized, oh my gosh, I don't understand word of English, I had to learn how to live, how to live. I mean, it's not about enjoying life or enjoying anything. That's not about that. It was about, okay, how to survive. During the time that when I was in Korea, and during the summertime one night, and I went to a little 학원 called the 국제복장학원, which is making clothes. And then that was my first job, was working at the dry cleaning shops and altering the clothes. In fact, that I really, really loved it. I ended up opening my own shop in Indiana, but that's not why I came to America. So I said, okay, if I'm going to be doing this, I better really study. I decided to come to San Francisco and then a place called FIDM. It's a Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. I got a job as an assistant designer position at the place called Jessica McClintock. I work at the fashion designer for like many companies, but then also I had my own brand. And during 1988, America went for like some crazy revolution happened with the Wall Street involved. It was all about the bottom line at that point. Romance is over. There's no romance. Fashion designers have to be the businesswoman. I was fighting with one side is like I have to be creative, and other side says I need to be able to sell this to survive. So year 2000 was like, okay, it's a new millennium, and then I am actually a new person, so I stopped. Soon I changed my career, and I learned that the thing called the event industry, it's called the wedding industry, really needed my help. I actually owned a linen company. So that's how I became the event designer. So when I started a linen company, Wildflower Linen, was that at the very beginning when everyone was trying to make a design by just flowers or lightings. And that's it. It was Elton John's event, Elton John A's event. So I went to the Sharon Osbourne's house, and then I was working in the backyard. Okay. How it worked was Tony Bennett was actually like singing, like rehearsing, and then I'm actually setting things up. And then I'm looking at it, all this white linen in the somebody's backyard and night event. And then I'm thinking, who this smart person actually designed these numbskull designs. I mean, I thought it was so crazy. And I just look at it and goes, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I just keep thinking. Then I just thought, you know what could happen? They will said I am a crazy rebel, and then they're gonna kill me, or they're gonna whatever. I said, I need to do what I need to do. So I changed it. I changed this cloth to, the weaving of that was one side is green and other side is blue. I mean the purple. So it's when you really look at it, it's look like it's iridescent, but it's any light hits it at night, it will be so beautiful. There was, I think, a woman who covers the Oscars from NBC, Today Show, was there. And somehow she and I just look at each other, and I told her that I designed that. And she says she has been so many parties, but this was her top. Sometimes I think it's that little bit of that what you believe in yourself, who you are, and then push a little farther, just a little bit more. I think it always pays up. I think it was 2009. I received a phone call from White House. I thought, White House, right? So I thought it was a joke, but I find out it is a real true. It was from Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, actually, give me a call. So they said, well, we have this event coming up with the Russian president's wife. And then we are actually trying to do this event in a yellow room. But it's just like, it's running out of the, we are running out of the ideas. So what I think we need to do on this case is, I am actually creating something with the gold. And I think it will go with the yellow beautifully. So what I'm gonna do is, let me just send you the linen first, and then tomorrow morning we'll talk. So they received the linen. They said, I think you're absolutely right. I have to say, that was one of the highlights of, I love the president too, so that doesn't, that was a perk. So it was really amazing. The fact that because I'm an Asian girl, and I think that helped too. It was very hard for me to get into the mainstream. But once you're in mainstream, they cannot forget I'm not just another blue eye, white skinned person. I am thick Korean accented, Korean American. So even though they make a joke about my accents and whatnot, but they still remember. And then most amazing thing that I always feel is they always trust my my design sense. I don't always appreciate it, the Korean qualities. I always thought these people were always angry. Koreans were angry people. They're also they're overly dramatic people. I think as I get older, I think I know I'm more empathetic to what Koreans actually went through. In some ways, Korean, how should I say, 정, which is like human connections in some ways, and then it's empathy, human empathy, I guess. When I'm actually like looking at that, and I'm like, not only looking at it, but I'm actually like feeling it, and I'm like, okay, more analyze. I think that there's a certain real special Korean quality that I'm actually recognizing right now. They all have stories, but it's my story is not that much different, is what I'm actually like learned. My name is Youngsong Martin, and this is my Korean American story.